Art gives me an opportunity to show what's going on in my mind, I guess. I have a very crazy, complex mind, and sometimes I don't have the energy to show people that or the words to tell people, so I just draw.
It's just been a great source of joy for all of us to watch her talent and just to see her have an activity that she enjoys. She's quite gifted.
I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy when I was 9 years old. Basically, when you work out, your muscle tissue will break and grow back stronger. Mine would just break. Slowly losing the ability to walk, but mainly the ability to raise my arm and open stuff, such as doors or refrigerator, and picking up things off the floor is an extremely difficult task.
I about can't even eat it all as soon as I die.
I started to go to the hospital, and I was afraid to sleep at night. Basically, the diabetes was stealing everything from me. It stole my security. If my husband was out of town, my mom was calling me in the middle of the night, or my friends were calling me to make sure that I got up and tested my blood sugar so that I was going to make it through the night.
It was really difficult at work and just out in public. I didn't want her to go anywhere alone because you just never know if it's going to be low.
When Eric was about 5 years old, he started to do therapeutic horseback riding. And one thing that we really noticed was when he was around the horses, and we didn't have pets at the time, when he was around horses, we saw a decrease in his repetitive speech, or talking about things that just didn't make sense to other people. He would talk about the animals, and he was very focused on the animals. One thing we noticed is we were having to say, no, don't stop a whole lot to Eric. Don't do that. Stop doing that. Come back here. Don't go there. And no kid really wants to hear that much negativity, day in and day out. And Eric's disability is hidden.
Actually had an accident in 1981. I was with my uncles and stuff, and we were helping them bale hay. And I had crawled up into the barn hay loft, and I was just adjusting hay bales, and what I didn't know was actually there was a yellow jacket's nest at the top of the barn, and I disturbed that, knocked it over accidentally. The old fight or flight kicked in, so I decided to get out of there real fast, and when I did, I tripped on a baler twine and fell 25 feet off a barn hay loft and fell head first and landed on concrete and boards and broke the 5th and 6th vertebrae in my neck. At that particular time, I learned that, anything can happen any day, any time, and you don't take life for granted.
Well, we want to give someone greater independence through the help of a trained dog. Not only do they gain the independence, let's say being able to pick up things that they drop or being able to open doors so that they can go more places, but they also gain a new best friend.
He's more than just a friend, he's a partner. He's my right arm. But I found that I've stepped up to having more enjoyment in life because he's around. I'm here by myself. I said, what if I dropped a phone, I can't pick it up, or there's an emergency situation where I've fallen over, can't reach the phone, whatever. I said, I actually need somebody here to help me.
Get it.
Now that I've gotten Cole, he's become a part of our family. I really don't have a worry of being here by myself. I've been doing artwork for well over 25 years. I mainly got started in artwork because I was very young, got very depressed, suicidal at one particular time. Really couldn't be involved in a lot of sporting activities that I was used to at one particular time. So I I slowly developed my craft over a lot of years. If I drop a pencil on the floor and forget about it, you know, I'm not there right now, he'll come in and mosey around, and if he sees a pencil on the floor, he's picking it up and giving it to me. It's like, here, you dropped this.
I figured it would be Bruce's dog, and that, you know, yes, I'm there on Bruce's hands to feed him or whatever, to do the physical things that Bruce can't do, but I didn't really anticipate that I would grow to love this dog the way that I do. And the funny part about Cole is he's made our life richer. It makes him more confident and more independent, and Cole does, and he has lifted his spirit. And with having Cole, there's a whole difference, and life is lighter. It's a lot lighter.
Diseases kind of take on their own character in different people. So there are some type 1s that it seems like it is not super difficult to manage how much insulin do I need and how much exercise and how much food do I have to eat. With my body, that balance, it's not little. When things get knocked off, it's very hard to settle, get them to stabilize. When I'm out in public with Opus, he will usually bump my purse. Sometimes he bumps my leg, and that lets me know that I need to stop and test my blood sugar. And Opus is very good at alerting while my blood sugar is changing, so that I don't get in a situation where I'm very confused and I don't know what's going on and I need assistance in public. So if we're inside and Opus needs to alert, he can pull a cord on the toggle switch and it goes off and we can hear it all throughout the house. It's not just me he's alerting, it's everybody.
It's like relief having Opus because he's around and he helps a lot. Like when I was younger and when we didn't have Opus, she was, it seemed like every other day she was going, like leaving work and going to the hospital because her sugar was low or high or something. I don't have to worry about that as much anymore.
Oh boy.
Because Eric's disability is hidden, and so people who might not know him may see some of his behaviors or awkward speech and think, well, that kid's different, or that kid's weird or awkward, but then they see the dog there and they're less quick to judge, but very quick to ask questions that are helpful.
Louis always helps me stay under task. He always gets me a lot of love, as you know, he's so cute. And also, he always sniffs on me for some reason. And he also licks me.
But Louis still has a very calming presence for Eric. When Eric is upset or having some challenges with anxiety, Louis is right there at his side and licking him and leaning against him. And,
that's so cute.
And putting some physical pressure on him. This is really amazing because I've seen people who've had pets and who love their pets very much, but this is very different. I mean, this kind of connection is really special.
Freshman year to junior year, I had a lot of difficulty opening the handicap doors because my shoulder strength was very wishy-washy and going away. If I dropped my pencil in a hallway, I wasn't comfortable enough to ask someone to get it, so normally I would just lose a pencil, wouldn't be able to pick it back up. And mainly just having that awkward social barrier of someone being in a wheelchair and being scared of that and not knowing how to approach them. And I think that's what Gonzo has helped me with the most, is people socially accepting me and being able to talk to me. Since I have gotten Gonzo, when I drop pencils on the floor at school now, he can pick them up and give them to me, so I don't have to go buy millions of packs to get through a school year. The classroom doors, he was able to jump up and use his paws to press down and open, and it was always a fun entrance because everyone was like, well, who's at the door that's thumping? And Gonzo would come in like, it was me. But also the handicap door coming into school I noticed that I got in a lot easier and came in confident because I had someone to help me open the door.
I just feel like he gives her strength she wouldn't ordinarily have. It gave her a renewed sense of independence, just knowing that he was there. And plus, you know, Gonzo is not judgmental like many kids can be, and he loves her no matter what. Just knowing that is huge.
With Gonzo, I have lost the helplessness feeling, especially when I'm home alone for amounts of time. Gonzo has become my best friend. I enjoy people coming up to me and telling me that they can see the love in his eyes that he has for me.
Being a service dog, it takes a very special kind of dog. It not only takes a dog that has the ability to learn the skills, which a lot of them can do, but it also takes a temperament that is suitable to being out in public, which is a hard worker. They have to have a lot of confidence, and we have to suss out which dogs it is a really good fit to be a service dogs and which ones are good dogs, but it's just not in their future.
The job of the puppy raiser is to build foundational behaviors in the dog, to teach them how to behave in public, and it all feeds into their advanced training work.
At the culmination of the 2 years of the dog's training, they reach the goal of being matched with the client that they will be working with for the rest of their life. And that is one of the most rewarding parts of this job, is seeing that final product and how individual each pair and each relationship can be.
We have a graduation ceremony every year for the dogs that have been placed in the last 12 months, so I get to see them all at graduation time. It's a very proud feeling to see your dog at work.
One of the things that's really gratifying is to see the relationship develop between the client and the dog. You see the dog respond, and that is a wonderful, wonderful feeling because we want these dogs to be happy. Right now, we are able to finish training 8 or 9 dogs a year. Our goal is to be able to train 15 to 20 dogs a year. We want more people on our waiting list to get their dogs sooner rather than waiting for 2 years. These are people who have a real need, and we've got the skill and the ability. What we need is more resources, more volunteers, more puppy raisers. And we hope that the people in Virginia and in our communities will pitch in and help us realize this dream.